Hey everybody, it's me Rodney, and
it's me Missy,
and we're back. We've been out of commission for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we might be a little rusty today.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you can hear that vibration in the background, that's me because I'm making some coffee because I was too busy fooling with the computers because my time was off on the computer, so it wouldn't log into YouTube properly, so we weren't able to go live exactly when we're supposed to go live. But I got it. I'm making my coffee, and Missy will talk about some stuff.
All right, guys. So the 4th of July is literally right around the corner, and I just thought, like, I had a bunch of scrap wood laying around because Rodney's been building the stuff for Craft Acropolis. So we've been putting the scraps that are, still good to the side. And yesterday or the day before, I was looking around at them and I thought, you know what, I can do something with this. So I went into my container that I have just scrap random things. And I pulled this piece of wood and these 2 little blocks. And then we have, we sell these in the store. They're just wooden spools. We sell the bigger ones and we sell a little pack of the small ones. And so I grabbed those, and I'm going to play around. We're going to make this a tray, and then 2 little signs, and I pulled 2 sets of stamps. I pulled the numbers, and I pulled the letters, so you have those linked, right?
Yes, they're linked in the comment. They're linked in the description. On
our description, and then I pulled buttercream, Bunker Hill blue, and barn red. So we're going to make some 4th of July kind of decor. I think it's real simple, really cute. Oh, and I do have scrap pieces of drop cloth because I have a jar, but I don't want to paint the jar. So I'm just going to put the drop cloth around it. So we'll see how all that works out.
All right, we got our hellos for this morning.
Go
Donna,
ahead.
Hello from Missouri, she said.
Hi.
Lorna said, good morning, y'all.
Good
Kat
morning.
Said, hi from Rustique Relics.
Hi, Kat.
And Barb said, hello.
Hey, guys. Hey, guys. So we hope y'all had a good week. I know we've been gone for a minute. Our kids went on a youth trip, and that kind of took us a minute to get situated there. And then last week was VBS.
And this week we've been making stuff for Craft Acropolis.
Yeah, and this week we've been focusing on Craft Acropolis. So it's just been a crazy, hectic, busy couple of weeks, and the store has been kind of busy. So we're very thankful for that.
Yep.
So hopefully we're going to get back on some kind of normal schedule. Summer's just kind of chaotic for us because we do a bunch of stuff. So
yes,
that's the summer. That's where we've been. VBS was a lot of fun. So
yep,
I did enjoy that.
Missy did that.
Yep.
Kaylee also did. And then
VBS.
Kaylee went and did her own VBS.
Yeah, and then Kaylee helped. So it was 2 weeks of VBS. So Kaylee was working. She was working VBS for sure.
Yep.
So the first thing I'm going to do with my scrap wood is pick the side that I want to use.
Susie.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my hot glue gun for these. And I'm just going to hot glue these spools.
How'd y'all like that intro video, by the way?
To the corners of my tray.
That was something I had worked on.
Yeah.
Because Missy said, we need to get a better intro than just start screen. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So I thought that video was kind of cool. It's quick, it's countdown, so I still have to have the start screen because we don't actually know when the stream actually starts for you guys. So I have the start screen goes up. Once I see that the start screen's up, then we roll into the new video thing where it does a countdown and says Miss Live Stream with Missy.
Right. I'm just hot gluing these. You could use wood glue. You could use E6000. I'm just using hot glue because I got that Gorilla Glue in my glue gun. And for what I do with these, it works for my purpose. So hot glue it is. And it sets up quick.
Kat said the intro to the video was fancy.
And
thanks,
bam,
Kat.
We have a tray. So let's see. Let me go ahead and get these painted. I know I'm going to paint this one white, so that way it's neutral. And I'll paint one of these red and one of these blue. So I'm using buttercream. It's kind of just what's left over in the container. So I don't like to waste anything. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of water into my container. Just so I can thin it up because it is kind of thick.
It sat here for a while.
It's at the bottom of the container, so I'm just using that. And what we'll do is I'm just using a chip brush because I'm not worried about a fancy paint job. I'm kind of wanting this to look a little bit rustic, like farmhouse kind of thing. So chip brush it is. Easy, easy.
The lady who ordered that coffee pot from us, the vintage Comet coffee pot, she got it to yesterday.
Yeah.
They washed it when they got it in. The pot is nicer than their well-used one.
Wow.
That they had one and they wanted to replace it because it was getting a lot older.
What did you say she used it for? 40 years or something
40
like that?
years she had used a Comet coffee pot.
Yeah.
And we just so happened to have one that was just a little bit bigger than the one they had, and she ordered it from us online and got it in, and she just emailed us to let us know that it was glad she found us, and they are very happy with their product. That's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm also gonna just paint the spools so that way they match the top.
And Donna, if you're still watching, I'll have your order shipped tomorrow. I'm going to end up shipping it before I actually get the invoice done because I'm having a problem with our GoDaddy pay links and our invoice system right now. But tech support's working on it, so hopefully we'll get that fixed. But I'm going to go ahead and ship that tomorrow regardless.
Good deal.
Donna says she loves this month's decoupage paper.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome.
That was Emily and Missy's idea.
Mainly Emily. Emily was the one that, she's the one that pitched the idea, so.
She got them yesterday.
Awesome. Awesome. They are pretty. I think they're
Well, that's
fun.
good. The post office didn't take forever to get them this time.
Right.
I think last time Susie's took almost a month to arrive, or 3 weeks. Karen said, "Hey guys, hey Karen, how are you doing today?"
Karen.
Y'all, I'm not a big fan of coffee, but
Good.
I am if I use that milk frother thing. It's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna set this to the side and I'm gonna let this dry.
I wish I would have used it today because this is rough.
Oh, I feel like
But I do like
really
coffee
loud.
candies.
Okay, so these are, so that was my tray. That's as simple as it is. It's just gluing the spools on it. So these are also little scrap pieces of wood
Karen asked, how did VBS go?
VBS was a lot of fun. It was really, really good. That's what I said earlier. Kaylee, she helped with VBS, and we were super excited that she had 2 weeks of VBS. She had VBS at the church, and then she VBS this week at Clanton, and so she worked VBS.
Yeah,
she worked it.
She
did really good. I think they had, she said it was like 180 something kids.
Yeah.
That's a lot of kids. It was a lot of kids, but she loves it. Kaylee loves VBS. She's really good. So these are the other two little scrap pieces of wood that I picked up. And this is my idea on these. Like one is smaller than, and then this the bigger one. So this one I just kind of want to, I have a just a basic star stencil. We don't sell these. This isn't Dixie Belle or anything like that. It's just a star stencil that I've had for a couple of years. I'm just going to take it and stencil stars on this one. And this one I want to put 76 on it. So I think I'm going to paint it red and then stencil with the buttercream. But I thought it would be really cute to make it like this. Just to make it a little bit taller so there's like different levels of height on my riser. And then take a piece of scrap drop cloth and tie it around right here so it has that look. So that's what we're going to do with this. But first, I think, let me go ahead and just use what's left on my paintbrush to put a thing of white.
Karen said that's a lot of kiddos.
It was a lot. Yeah, a lot. she worked it too. I mean, she had to be there before 9, and it ended at 11 or 12. So it was, for me, it was a lot of running back and forth. It felt like, but it was very well worth it. Because Kaylee does really, she truly does enjoy
VBS.
She does.
I'm helping.
Mm-hmm.
Like she helped Vince.
She did. She loves it. So we're glad. We're glad to have days filled with that. So I just dry brushed some white on there with the rest of my paintbrush. But what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to paint these one red and then one Bunker Hill blue. I think y'all will really like this Bunker Hill blue. It's really deep. It's a pretty blue.
It's America blue.
It's not a in the navy blue. And the navy blue is really, really dark.
Yeah.
This is a lighter blue for sure. So I'm just going to get at least the fronts and sides of this covered so that way y'all can see, and then I can always come
Karen
back.
said, where do you buy your small roller? Does it take a special roller sponge?
This thing?
Yeah.
That
one came from Lowe's.
The handle, yeah, the handle tells me that it probably came from Lowe's. The rollers, I like to buy the foam small cabinet rollers.
Yeah, small cabinet rollers.
This is just more than likely, this is probably, I bought the kit at Lowe's that has the tray, the roller, and then some extra rollers in it.
And they're stained, she's already used them.
Yeah, I go through, I use foam rollers a lot, especially on furniture and that kind of stuff.
Cabinets.
So cabinets, kitchen cabinets, I like the foam, just the basic foam
Hi,
rollers.
Jennifer.
So, but I know you can get those at Lowe's. I know you can get them at Walmart. You just need to know, they make the smaller ones and the bigger ones. You just need to know what roller you have. Because I have a bigger roller that's bigger that takes a longer. Yeah. And then I have this shorter one.
You have a 9-inch. And then there's obviously the classic paint rollers, which are 12-inch.
So, but that's it's just a basic foam. It says on there, foam cabinet roller.
I think that was a 4-inch roller.
Yeah.
She said take your furniture painting would be easier with the roller.
It makes a big difference. Like when you're painting a big piece of furniture that has a lot of flat and smooth sides, that these really do help. A tip that you would want to do with it, especially painting in the furniture, so you're using chalk paint, is to go ahead and take your foam roller to the sink and then squeeze it full, fill it up with water and then squeeze as much of the water out that you can. And start out with a damp roller versus a dry roller. Because if it's dry, like these are damp from yesterday, a dry one is going to soak up all the paint first.
Yep.
So if you put water in it and then squeeze it all the way out and then roll your paint, it helps control how much paint goes into your roller.
Yeah, so you're not wasting a ton of paint.
Right.
Because when you're not painting walls.
You're painting, with chalk chalk paint. So the chalk paint's going to absorb in.
Of course, the pigment's going to dye the roller just a tad bit.
Oh, yeah. And then I just reuse them until... My biggest thing is if I forget to rinse them out. If I don't do that, I try to do that after I use them. But you can also, put them in a Ziploc bag. You can also put those in a Ziploc bag and spray it with a little bit of water to keep it wet in between your paint coats, because it is a hassle to
wash a roller
every time. But if you're using the same color and everything, just put it in a Ziploc bag. Use your continuous mister to just keep it moist, keep it damp. So we're going to paint this, and I'm going to try to do this without dropping it.
If it was me, I'd be done dropped it.
Yeah.
And spilled paint all over the counter.
I'm trying to do it without making a huge mess.
I really like that color blue.
I really do too. And I've never used this blue on a piece of furniture, but the more I've been using it for the 4th of July stuff, I'm kind of like, I need to find a piece of furniture. Because I think this would be a really pretty
That's what we used to make those
blue.
firecrackers.
Mm-hmm. It's a really pretty
Those
blue.
decorative firecrackers.
All right, so I'm just gonna set this and let this dry.
You're moving quick.
I am. So I am going to go grab a cup of water to put these brushes in because I don't want to lose my brushes. So I don't need, that's fine. Then everything else will stencil and will roll and that kind of stuff. Let me get a cup of water and get these brushes in a cup of water.
Donna said, looks like a kind of a nautical blue. It's really pretty.
It is a really pretty blue.
It's what we painted our American flag with. It's out on the porch.
So
and the carport.
These, I'm gonna use the stencil on the blue one, and I'm gonna use buttercream on that. And then on the red one, I'm wanting to put 76 on it, and then we'll glue that up. So we'll let this dry. Let's let this dry. Okay, so this is an American flag stick. So the flag had tore off of it. We have tons of these.
Yeah, you get them at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, my mama used a ton of them. We use a ton of them in the store. So we just like bulk order a huge lot of them, and then we just use them, you know, especially throughout the holidays and the summer and stuff like that throughout the store decor. So this one, the flag came off, and I didn't throw the stick away. So what I'm going to do is make a flag like this to go into my jar with the other American flags, which I'll show you before it's all done. So I already ironed my drop cloth and cut it to the size. And then I have a scrap piece because I want to tie it around the top of that. And then I don't want to paint my jar, but I would like to make a cover for it. So I have this piece of drop cloth, and I kind of just want to use my hot glue and then just glue, put a little bit of glue on the back side and glue this up so that way it's covered, and that way in different seasons, it's hot glue, so you could just take it off the glass jar. So if I want to take this off and use this jar for something else or put a different cloth around it, I can do that. You can use any jar. The other jar that I did is just a spaghetti jar. This is just a jar that was in a box that I have. It's just a Presto jar. It's an old jar. It's thick and heavy. I really don't want to paint this one because it is old, so that's why I went with the drop cloth look. So what I'm going to do to do these things, like I pulled 2 sets of stamps. Let me set these over because I'm letting these dry. So I pulled 2 sets of stamps, and this is, okay, so this is the letter ones, which is right here.
Yeah, it's called Alpha.
Yeah. So I pulled the U, S, and the A. It has the uppercase and the lowercase. So these are by the Prima Redesign stamps. They're the bigger ones. This is available on our website too. So I pulled USA on that one. And then I don't have the paper that I thought I did for this one, so I'm not quite sure what the name of this.
It's called
stamp.
Stripes.
Stripes. Okay, so this one comes with your numbers, 1 through 0, 0 through 9, you know, and then it comes with 2 sets of the stripes, and I really like the stripes. So what I thought would be cool, I'm going to pull 76 off of this one because that's what I'm going to stamp on the red block. So I have this that's going to go around the jar, and what I thought would be cool would be to stamp that and kind of just make it look like a feed sack type, you know, just that look. So I have the bigger one, and then I have this one.
We learned last night they wash up pretty easy.
So now I just got to decide which one I want to use. That's the hardest part. I think I might go with the bigger one. I kind of like that. I kind of like the bigger one.
I think they're both fine.
Yeah, I think either one is good, but you get both of these, and then you get the numbers. So I want to go with the bigger one. That's the one that I like. So that's the one I'm going to use. So I'm going to set these to the side. So USA is going on this to make my flag. 76 is going on the red block, and the blue block, I'm just going to stencil it up with an old star stencil that I do have. So blue and blue, and then
Karen asked if Bunker Hill blue was a new color.
It's not a new color. It's just a color that I really don't use a lot. I really only use this color around this time of the year when I'm doing like 4th of July crafts. I don't know why. I kind of forget about it.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Because you do every year you use it for 4th of July.
4th of July crafts and stuff like that. And I'm like, why don't I use this color more? And then I use it and then I put it up. It's a really pretty color though. I think you'll like it for sure.
It's perfect for this kind of stuff. Yeah. I know that.
Okay.
I think it would look good as a side table.
I think so too. I think I'm gonna look at my furniture stash and see what I got and see what I can.
Maybe a blue and white striped side table.
See what I can do up in that color, because I just opened up a fresh one for this summer, so I think I should.
Karen said she just added it to her wish list.
Yeah. I think I should definitely use it. So let's see. I'm gonna pull this mat right here, and this is the one I'm gonna do the pinstripe on. So I'm just gonna line it up. I call it a pinstripe. I don't know if it is a pinstripe or not, but
her wish list is so long. She did 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 O's. Lisa said, "Hey guys, late again, but loving what I'm seeing." Hey Lisa.
Hi. All right, so I just lined up my edge of the stamp on this black line, and I got the foam roller, and I'm just gonna lightly mist it just a little bit more.
Donna said, Karen says she loves the decoupage papers of the month too.
Awesome. So I'm just going to use the Bunker Hill blue on the drop cloth because I think it'll look really good, and I'm just going to put some on this plate. And then I'm just going to, I sprayed my roller just a little bit more. And I'm just going to make sure that I get enough on my roller so that it will
go over it evenly.
Yeah.
The goal is not to saturate the roller.
No.
It's just to get it.
And I'm not doing a
nice
bunch.
And wet.
I am going to do the USA with the blue too.
Little Treasure by Nancy said hello everyone.
Hi.
Hey Nancy.
Okay, let me make sure I give myself some room but not mess anybody up. Alright, so I got my stamp lined up, and I'm just going to take the foam roller and go over the stamp. And not putting any pressure or anything, I'm just rolling it on top, and then you'll know that it's really loaded up because you can't see the pink of the stamp that's already there. And I'm just going to go over it one more time. And then there's, am I centered up good so that way you can see?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to.
Margie said, I'm really late. My grandson is here from Tennessee, and he has been helping me do some things.
I'm just going to line it
Happy
up.
Father's Day to all the fathers.
Happy Father's
That's right.
Day. That's right. And then I'm just going to press it down onto the drop cloth, making sure not to move it. Just trying to make sure that I get it all on there. I'm concentrating.
Lisa, we do. I print them on demand. I think yours renews in like tomorrow, anyways.
Okay.
I think that's what it. I think that's what I saw. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it.
I'm gonna see if I can pull this off.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. It's got that. It's got a distressed look.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. Okay, let me push this to the side. Let me push this to the side. So this is what I want to put around my jar. So it'll be like that. I'm trying to make sure it's dry. It's fabric, so it'll pretty much dry really quick, actually. And it's not thick paint or anything like that. You want me to
put this in the sink?
Yes, with some water.
That way the paint doesn't
fantastic.
Dry to it.
And I cut this one a little bit longer, so I actually can cut some of it off if I need to. But I'll do that. Okay, so because I don't want to, I want to be able to reuse this jar, all I'm going to do is take my hot glue gun and put a line of glue here. Get this edge glued up.
Get that washed real quick.
Yeah.
Karen said, "Oh my gosh, I love it." Margie said, "That looks so good."
And then I kind of just want to.
Donna said, "That is a cute idea."
I think so too. I like.
Missy loves her canvas drop cloths.
I love the drop cloths, and I love this stamp because I was thinking, what would be fun is that, like for this jar, when I'm done with the 4th of July, I could peel this off because it's just hot glue on glass, so it's just gonna peel off.
Right.
But how cool would it be to have this stamp in like orange or something like that, or for Halloween, Yeah. I thought that would be really cool. So let me see. I mean, technically, I don't have to cut any off. But what I do want to do is just make sure that I line it up.
Yeah, that would be the most important thing.
Yeah.
Lining it up perfectly.
Lining it up perfectly. So I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue.
Karen said, "I make curtains and pillow covers with drop cloth. So fun to use." It
is. And it's,
Lisa says, "Love that. It's my birthday. I'm officially 65 now."
Wow.
Well, happy birthday, Lisa. Happy birthday.
Absolutely. So there's the jar. Right? It's cute. And then when you're done with it, if you don't want to keep it in this blue, you can just take it off. No big deal. And then I have the flags, right?
I wish I had some kind of confetti thing that I could shoot up on the screen and be like,
right.
Happy birthday.
So
that's something I got to make.
The flags in it, right? But I want to make my own flag that says USA, right?
USA.
To put in there.
USA.
I'm going to push that to the side. And this is what we're going to do for this one. And we're also going to use the blue.
I'll take you overhead only, and then I'm going to, oof.
So,
there we go.
This is kind of what I did yesterday. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. But for me, this is what worked. So USA, right? So I'm just going to line it up on this black line, and I am doing the mirror, right? It's backwards, right? Is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, it's mirrored.
Mirrored, yeah.
Then you would be USA, not UAS.
Yeah. It might be easier if I just use the mat. Let me just try to use the mat for this because I'm trying too busy to balance it.
Irma said, "Good morning from Southern California." Good morning, Irma.
Good morning. So my pole will go right here, and I'll try to wrap it a little bit. So I'm trying to keep that in mind too. So if I just wrapped it a little bit like that, this is where I know.
Oh yeah, Margie's got it. Happy birthday. She found some confetti that you can put in the chat.
Nice.
Lorna said, "Celebrate your eligibility for Medicare."
I kind of got the
Food. Let's see.
I feel like there's
Yeah, Karen's right. You got to move the A again because you've been doing UAS instead of USA.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good job.
I said that a while ago.
Good
too.
job. I was just grabbing a letter.
She's gonna use the flimsy thing that comes with it instead of the block.
It's just easier for me to do it this way on this go around. But see, look, I'm kind of frustrated with these stamps. It's probably because of yesterday. Let me grab something. Let me grab a paper towel.
Are you using the right side?
Yeah, I'm
Of
using
the
it. Yeah.
no of the plastic thing.
Yeah. Look up in there and give me that little rub. The rubbing alcohol. Is it? Or give me that lens cleanser. Well, that's what I'm trying to
Lens
say.
cleaner.
I have stamp cleaner, but it's in my thing.
Margie says, "Lol."
Lol.
Karen said, "Phew, I'm talking to my iPad."
I just want to. I feel like I got paint on the back of these that might not have got off yesterday. And that could be stopping me from
Yeah, that'll stop it from sticking for sure.
sticking.
Margie said she talks to hers all the time. Yeah, I do too. I'll see something on there and be like, "No, don't do that. Don't do that."
There we go.
But then it's too late. They did it.
Yeah, I got. I swear I've been using these, and I didn't get it cleaned up good enough. Yeah, make sure you spell it right. That would be my downfall.
Donna offered the greatest tip of the day, I think. Why don't you lay it down in the direction that you want, face down, and then pick it up with your mat?
Oh yeah, that would be smart too. Because I was having a problem getting it to stick because I had paint on the back of them.
And then maybe you could apply more pressure.
See, it's my A. It's from where I touched them so much, I think, and then I had wax on my hands. I should have washed my hands first from earlier.
Yep.
That would have been wise.
Once you get wax on something, it's hard to get it back off.
It is. See, it's just not wanting to stick for me. It's wanting to show out for me.
Well, I mean, at least, you're showing everybody that if you get wax on your stuff, it ain't going to stick.
It ain't gonna stick. That's
And I don't think,
fault.
no matter how many times you do it, it probably ain't going to stick.
My USA is not gonna stick. I need to use my Scrub Daddy's soap thing on the back of them, make sure that I get it. It's okay. This is what we're gonna do. I already know. I can already tell that this is how I'm gonna have to go with it. I'm gonna put a little bit more paint on my plate.
Can't you just leave it flat and put the fabric over it instead?
Because I'm gonna stamp it more than once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is how we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna take this and roll over.
Your A is further away than your US.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm using this grid. Still using this grid, and I'm just gonna pick them up with my hands. And then just line them
We're
up
all
like
holding
that.
our breath
Yeah,
right now.
me too.
I guarantee you.
Me too. I'm just going to use this other thing and the clear sheet that comes over it. And I'm just going to use it to press it with my hand. And so it might not be lined up perfectly because I'm eyeballing it. But that's okay. It's not meant to be perfect. I'm just going over each letter, making sure that I got it. My S is wanting to stick. Look how pretty that turned out, though.
It did.
Yeah.
You did good.
Mm-hmm. So I want to do it again. So I'm just going to place them back to make sure I got them right. And I'm just going to mash it down.
USA.
Well, I don't. I'm just
Okay.
I'm just doing that. Yeah, I'm just doing this.
Karen said primitive is perfect. Donna
Primitive
said,
is
yay.
perfect. Yeah. Primitive is perfect. So
lesson learned, guys. Don't get paint on the back of it. Don't get wax on the back of your
wax on
stamps, or they will not stick to your polyethylene plastic. Or I don't know how you say the word.
U-S.
Judy said, wash your stamps with Dawn and air dry. Problem with Dawn is it won't get the wax off. We'll have to use rubbing alcohol.
I'll be able to get it off. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I didn't ruin my stamps. They're okay. I just should have paid more attention when I grabbed them. There's usually always wax on my hands. Wax or something.
Well, we've been using a lot of that wax.
Mm-hmm. We've been using a lot of wax. I've been working on a lot of furniture. When we go through, and I've been sealing it up, of course, with a bunch of wax. So.
And whenever you're going through that kind of quantity, you come up with different ways to do things.
That's right. So, because we use so much wax, I've been asking Rodney, is there a way to come up with our own wax that would be cheaper? And so his
Boo,
rules...
your S is upside down.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Look, it looks good. So, like I said, I was talking about the wax.
I know. I couldn't help it. It was Donna's idea.
Can I fit it one more?
Yeah. Everybody's laughing. Because I had switched screens so everybody could see your face.
So my S upside down.
Yeah.
A little bit more paint. It doesn't take much. And I probably should clean these again, but it's okay.
Lisa said it looks awesome, especially the S.
Especially this.
Anyways, you were saying what about the wax?
I said we were talking about making wax, and you wanted the wax to be what?
Natural.
Mm-hmm.
And food safe.
Right. So that's what we've been working on.
That's what we've been testing, actually.
Testing, yeah.
It took me a while to come up with the proper formulation for it to be thin and like, I don't know how you just. I know Dixie Belle would call it luxurious. What would you call it?
Creamy.
Creamy, yeah. Without it being wasteful. So that's one thing. So I noticed a lot of creamy products that are out there. You'll go through a large container of it in no time. So, yeah. So we spent quite a time. And I'll tell you what, melting, mixing, remelting, mixing. You do that enough times, it'll almost drive you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally figured it out. I finally have the mix right. And some of it is how we get the wax out of the container too and put it into the containers that we're going to be using. So Missy's been testing it for the last 2 weeks. You tested it when I first did it and it was way too hard.
Yeah.
And then, that didn't work out so good. So we needed it to be softer. So then I made it a little bit softer, still too hard. And then finally, after try number 5 or 6.
Yeah. I don't know.
We had to go get another gallon paint bucket because I was doing it in gallon-sized containers because that's how much we use.
You want to put these in?
But then I nailed it. And Donna's going to be the first person to test it for us outside of us, obviously.
Yeah, I like it. I've been using it. I did a big piece of furniture, and I was like, well, this is the test for sure. So
I feel like there's a piece of plastic on the back of this.
I know. Just put them in the water in that way, and then I'll just really clean them really good after I get done.
Use the scrubby soap, maybe?
Yeah, just really clean them.
You want me to add some Dawn to the water?
You can. So for my flag, okay, so real easy. I'm just going to use the stick that I had. I'm going to apply some hot glue. I might need to do a little bit more. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, I got paint on my hands now.
I'm just gonna do a little bit more hot glue and just kind of roll it a little bit.
Margie said it looks great. Shame on me for making that joke.
No, I would do it backwards.
Well, she was about to put the UAS on there.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Just cut these. There we go. Look at the flag.
Love it.
Go in my jar. Okay, so I did do
Switching
this.
the main.
Where is that? I have this little extra stick, and I'm just gonna glue it up to the bottom of this so it can go in the jar. So because I want my USA flag to be taller, so I just got a broken stick that was outside, and that way it makes my USA one a little bit taller, so that way it blends in good. Which way did you go? This way?
Yeah, front view.
So see?
Then you can roll the edges of your fabric or whatever to make it curve a different way if you want to.
Yeah. So that's one thing. That's one thing that will go. So here's our tray. It's dry.
It just needs to be waxed.
It just needs to be waxed. So there's that project, right? I think that's cute.
Lisa said, way to go, Missy, all caps.
Yeah, thanks. All right, so this one is going to be easy too. What I am going to do is go ahead and kind of just hit the corners of it with my sandpaper.
Nancy said you could add some foam to the bottom and make the flag stay in place.
Yeah, I don't have no. That's what I was looking for in my thing. I couldn't find it, and then yesterday when I was trying to do the same thing, I was like, well, I had the broken sticks. So that's what I went with. The broken sticks. And I was like, well, waste nothing.
Yeah. So you thought you had some floral foam.
I do have it. It's in the other container, but I would have to get to it to do it. All right. So I just went ahead and distressed it a little bit.
Y'all caught that, right? You got to get, she's got another container. You just got to be able to get to it.
Just got to get to it. So I think I'm going to make this one, I'm going to stand it up like.
Karen said you could use colored marbles.
Be smart too.
Rodney's wondering why you didn't paint the back side of those.
What? Rodney is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I painted the front side so that I could manhandle them.
Oh, okay. That's what he was asking, not me.
You are Rodney? Yeah. Okay, so I have this stencil brush, and I'm just going to use buttercream. And I'm just going to offload. I just dipped it in the very top, and I'm going to offload that, and then I'm just going to stencil these stars.
And these are, oh, you know what? Let me see. I think I have these online.
I didn't know if we did or not because we didn't know if we were going to like them or not. So I didn't know.
Because those are the dabbing brushes, and you said you do like them.
I do actually like these. I didn't think that I would like them, but I liked them for everything I've been doing.
I did not add them yet. I downloaded the picture set.
I liked them, but we were still just kind of playing with them. But when I did that pie safe, that was the biggest piece of furniture I used them on, and that's when I decided, I do like these.
Margie says she loves your shirt. It looks very comfy.
Thank you. It is comfy. I got a Rustique Relics.
We don't have any right now.
No, this is an older.
And there weren't any available to order.
So, I mean, how simple is that?
Hold on, let me take you to the main camera.
No, you're
there
fine.
you go. Super easy.
Super, super easy. And all I did was just distress it. I went ahead and distressed it first, and then I went over it with my stencil. But I really like this blue. So we'll let that one dry, and we'll do, I'll wax the wood before so I can show y'all the wax. Okay, so this is the one that I wanted to do 76 on.
Donna said it's super cute. Margie said that's so cute.
It's just so cute and just really simple. Really, really simple.
Karen said dark wax would look good on the blocks too.
Oh, yeah.
To like shadow them.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm going to wash my hands before I mess with these stamps.
You're already messing with them.
I know, but I got paint and stuff on.
Yeah, you're already messing with them.
I'm already messing with them.
So yeah, it was busy. Busy.
Yeah.
She painted a lot of furniture last week. I meant to post some photos. I don't know if I ever did.
Yeah.
I took some pictures. I don't know if I posted them though.
I did do a lot of furniture last week, and just in between.
Like at night when she'd come home,
in
be like,
between
"Holy
and
cow,
just
there's
stuff.
furniture sitting here." Jennifer says she really likes it too. The big cabinet is still here.
The big cabinet is still here.
Because we were waiting on knobs and they came in today.
Right. We were waiting on knobs, and then we were waiting on. I lined the inside of it with a really, really pretty peel and stick wallpaper, contact paper wallpaper. Yeah. To me, it's the same.
I could
close.
I could do the trick while I walk them over there and show them.
No, don't do that trick.
Don't do that trick.
Don't
Everybody
do that
loves
trick.
it.
76 is where I'm going.
Kat said the pieces that you brought in so far are so pretty.
Ah, thank you, Kat.
Susie said she's going to watch this one again because she was eating lunch and dealing with some lawn people.
Ooh. I could go ahead and distress this one too. I think it'd be fine because I probably want to distress the 76. But I'm just going to put a new foam roller on here so I can do the white. And I am going to spray it just with my mister just to make sure.
Karen said, do you know if you can decoupage on furniture from IKEA? Is there a special prep process?
You know, IKEA furniture is... I don't see why you can't decoupage it. If you can paint it, then you can decoupage it, because if you're going to put paint on it, then you can decoupage it if you're giving it a white background. Depending on what the finish is on that wood, if it's just like the raw wood, you know, you should be able to paint it. But if it has like a sheen to it or something like that, then you probably would want to prime it. And I can tell you here, especially with all this old furniture that I've been messing with, I have not been skipping the priming step.
No,
on any of it. And I've just, you know, I hate sanding. I hate sanding. I don't mind scuff sanding, but to sand a piece of furniture down it is exhausting. And then like now we're in the 90s here, and it's just too much to stand outside and sand it. And I have been using bonding balls like crazy on almost every furniture piece I have done. I've been using bonding balls. I have not been skipping the sanding, the priming part. And I just feel like it gives you a really good finish and a really better outcome when you do that. I painted a table the other day, and I sanded down the top to have the natural wood. And then I just whitewashed it, but the whole rest of the table, I just cleaned it really good, and then I went over it with the bonding balls.
It's white stacking. It's melamine.
Okay, then you're gonna have to bonding balls that.
You could test it and put some.
I think you're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to bonding balls it. I would bonding balls it. I would do it and then give it 24 hours and let the bonding balls do its thing. That's what I would do. I wouldn't waste your paint on something that's not going to stick. But if it's white, even the decoupage.
Do you think Mod Podge would stick to it?
The glue.
I mean, it sticks to our counters until you scrape it.
Until I scrape it.
She said, good to know. Thank you. I'll be sure not to use the bonding balls on my carpet.
That would be good. Yeah, don't do that.
You did a good job of covering it up, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
When I was looking at the photo, I was like, I don't see anything.
Yeah, I was shocked. I'm just trying to use the same plate that I already was using without having to get another thing.
Without getting into the blue.
Yeah, and without getting into the blue. But like I said, this my buttercream is bottom of the barrel. And I'm just trying not to waste it. Let's see if I can make this work. Let's see if I can just pick this up.
Oh, look at there. It worked.
Yeah. Because that's going to be flipped when I flip it over.
Nancy said Mod Podge sticks to glass, so IKEA it should be.
It should be yeah. Yeah. Because it's already a white background. I'm literally taking this paint back off.
Well, melamine's it's a little less dense than Formica is anyways, which is what our countertops are made out of. I don't know. I think Mod Podge would stick to it, honestly. Unless you scrape it with a scraper. But
Mod Podge or that that clear, that other stuff that I use.
Oh, yeah, that stuff is sticky.
And it's thick.
Prima, I forgot what it's called.
I can grab it when
I'll look it up. I'm right here. That's under modeling material. Soft matte gel.
Soft matte gel is thick, and it should it definitely, I think, will hold, because that stuff, when I get it on my skin, I almost
she thought she was peeling her skin off of her thumb.
I had so much of it on my hand from where I was using it on furniture that I thought I was actually peeling off the skin. I was like, is this my skin, or is this the, you know how like you get Elmer's glue and stuff on your hand and you peel it off or whatever. This is a lot thicker. And when it dries, it's hard.
Yeah.
I would say that would definitely hold way better than Mod Podge. Definitely not clear coat. Clear coat's not going to glue it down at all.
No, it won't stick to the
not for that.
melamine.
Yeah.
I know clear coat won't stick to it for sure. Because that's what I use on I use a melamine board up under my pen turning lathe where I make ink pens. And since I use CA as a finish, that's basically super glue. It's the same chemical, just one softer. when it drips down on my melamine board, I'm able to just scrape it off, and I can keep that melamine clean.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and put those.
I can't say great, another thing to add to my wish list.
Another thing.
Nancy said, "You turn pins? That's so cool." I do occasionally. I used to do it a lot. I used to have an Etsy store. I'll tell you what broke me. One time I got an order, and it was like 35 pins, but they wanted it in red oak crotch wood, and I didn't have enough red oak crotch wood to do 35 pins, so we had to find somebody who just cut down a red oak tree and then get the crotch wood from it, and that was a pain, but we got it. And then I got it home, and I had to, my bandsaw's a small one, so my throat depth's only like that, so I had to cut it into little strips with a chainsaw and then run it through that bandsaw until I could get it to the size that it needed to be. And then we had to dry it. I ended up having to take off 5 days vacation from work just to be able to get it done, and that was turning pins 8 hours a day. Working on it. Because you think you can do one right after another, and technically you can, but if you want them to be quality, you're not going to do one right after another. You're going to turn them, you're going to seal them up, and then you're going to sand them. But you're going to do that, the sanding individually with the two pieces that go together. You're going to do those at the same time on the lathe, so you get the same quality finish. That way they all turn out unique and paying special attention.
Right.
But some guys use copiers. They'll use a copier device on the lathe so they can turn the same shape over and over and over. And I always did it by hand because I think, I don't know, hand looks better.
All right, so on this one,
I'll tell you what's time consuming. When you mess a barrel up, pressing it together, and you crack the wood, and then you have to redo that pin.
Yeah. On this, remember I kind of dry brushed those spools, and I'm wanting to put the spool on the bottom so that way these are higher. So what I'm going to do is just put some hot glue. I'm going to turn my hot glue gun on and let it heat back up.
Turn it back off. Your batteries are dead. I guarantee you left it on too long.
Aww. Well.
Hi, Tracy. How are you doing today? So there you go. Hot glue gun's dead. Guys, if you have your hot glue gun and it's a battery powered one, make sure that you turn it off so it doesn't kill your battery. So she's going to use a 5 amp hour battery now, a big one.
A big one. It just needs to glue this to this and this to this, and then that will be done, and then this is done, and I'll be able to wax that, wax this, put these on here. So I'm waiting on this to turn green. So I will say this, when I glue stuff like this together, I usually don't put paint on one of the surfaces so that way it can glue up really good. I'm not really too much worried about it. I think it's going to hold just fine. So like I said, I'm using Gorilla Glue on this one.
Karen has a great question, and I'm going to answer it.
Go ahead.
She asked, when you get to the bottom of the container of paint, can you add distilled water to make it a wash? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
That's what I usually do a lot with my paints when I get down to the very bottom where it's like not enough to do anything. Like this buttercream is probably toast after today. I can add water to it and like fill the container up some more with water and then shake it and really thin it out, and then you can use it as a wash. When I did that table the other day and I sanded it down, the top down, that's what I did. I took the leftover paint and put water in it and made a wash for the top of the table that matched the paint job that's actually on the table. So that worked out really, really good for me. So I don't like to throw paint containers away when they're not completely empty. When there's just enough paint, I do like to make washes out of them, though.
Nancy has the Ryobi mini glue gun. The full-size one's too heavy, and it hurts her hands.
Well, this one's going to be heavier because it's got this big old battery on
when we've got the 2-amp battery on this one, it's not bad at all.
It's really light.
It's light, but when you put the 5-amp battery on it, holy cow! Because the 5-amp is made for the bigger power tools, like the saw, the skill saw.
This will work.
Not the miniature skill saw. It's a full size. That's what I got for Father's Day last year. No, that's not how I got it. So how I got the skill saw was we were at Lowe's and we had bought some stuff, but it wouldn't fit in the car. So I walked back in and we were looking at getting some of a cheaper one. I think it was a Cobalt. And then I was like, well, I have a couple DeWalt drills and stuff. You know, I already have the chargers. But then we looked up, and we saw that they had one on the top rack. It was the same price as just the tool alone, but it came with the 5-amp-hour battery, and that's how I got that one. Because it was the same price as just the tool alone.
There we go. See?
I think somebody had stashed it up there for themselves.
Oh, I didn't put it on there strong enough. I didn't put enough glue on it.
I didn't even see you put glue on
I did put I put 2 tiny dots because I was scared that it was gonna.
Margie said, I sure wish I had your imagination. Karen said, I love that look. Cool, thank you.
I think it's really cool. It would be really cool too to use with like real old spindles. These are just like craft spindles that we sell in the store. They're really handy for stuff like this. They make great legs for risers on any kind of
We don't
wood.
sell them online?
I don't think we do. I think we just.
Maybe we were testing it out. If we don't have it online, it's something that we were testing to see if it would sell in the store. I think that would be up under DIY Decor. Let me look.
I just like them.
You know what? I bet we did, and I removed them because the big spools. We
sold out of the big spools at the store.
So all these are left here was like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, it's just some random ones in my.
Because I still have the steampunk gears and keys set up there. I need to remove that too because I don't believe we have any more of those.
So let's see if I can make a. Kind of want to make
Nancy's got the 4-amp batteries, have the drill, jigsaw, sander, and glue gun. I want to get the brad nailer next. You know which brad nailer I use? I use that one at Harbor Freight. It's the 2-in-1. It'll do staples and brads. And people can knock Harbor Freight tools, but I've had that brad nailer for 8 years, and I've only put oil in it every so often like you're supposed to. And it's air powered, so if you have a little air compressor, I think it's like $19. Sometimes you can get a coupon for it for like $10, but that's the one I use. And like that is one tool I can say that I got from Harbor Freight that is absolutely amazing. Oh, and my what's that other thing I use all the time from Harbor Freight? The torque wrench.
The torque wrench?
The torque wrench. I love both my torque wrenches. And I tested them against a big name brand one, and they tested just fine.
Yeah.
My table saw that I got broke. And that was a scary situation. So, can't recommend that. Not the Central Pneumatic one or whatever. Chicago Electric. Yes, the two inch little cutoff saw, that thing is amazing. I've looked at it a couple of times and I've always thought, what am I going to do with this? And they have those little miniature table saws too that are really cool. Oh, arbor press. If you need an arbor press, those are really good. Like what jewelers use. Theirs is pretty good. I had a vise that I got there, it broke. My first big lathe came from Harbor Freight. And it broke. The cast iron banjo broke and slammed it to my leg. That was kind of scary.
I was looking because I thought I wanted to make like a little bow or something on it to finish it up. You know how I am, like at the very end, I'm like, oh, I should add this to it, you know?
Right.
That's literally what I'm doing. I thought I had like, I feel like I'm digging in all this mess.
Yeah, the 2-inch mini bench top cutoff saw.
I wonder if I can use
That's the
some
one
of this.
Nancy's talking about. That thing is cool. And you can get diamond bits for it and stuff too. Or carbide. Donna said a wooden star.
Yes. I wish I had one of those. That would be perfect. Just add in a little bit. Oh, don't fall.
That would be a bandsaw project. Or yeah, it'd be easier for me to cut them out on a bandsaw than a scroll saw. Problem with the bandsaw is I still haven't put the blade and the new tires on it.
Let's see. A wooden star would be perfect. Don't have a wooden star, but I do have this. And
oh, and they're nitrile gloves. You can't beat the price on Harbor Freight's nitrile gloves. You go to Lowe's, $22 per box. You go to Harbor Freight, it's like $12. And if you can get them on sale, they're $6.99.
like, it's that bendable.
Donna said you used stars on something one time.
I know. I don't know where they are though. That's my biggest problem. Look, when we got all of that stuff from that house, put that down. It really did kind of overtake.
Oh yeah, their magnetic trays are awesome. I have like 6 of them. The little trays with the magnets in the bottom, put the bolts in.
We use
also,
those all over.
If your husband is looking for a good roller, the Icon, I'm talking about the creeper that you get up under a vehicle, change oil and stuff. The Icon one is amazing, and it was similar to price as the other ones that they had. It wasn't. I mean, I forgot how much it was at the time. I bet they're more expensive now.
Probably.
Now that Icon's more popular, but yeah, that creeper is amazing. It's the best creeper I've ever had.
I'll just put that little bow on there and call it a day. If I had a little wooden star, that would be so stinking cute.
Cat's Piece said hello from Ohio. Cute project you're working on there.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So this might not be 100% workable, but you'll get the idea. If I had a wooden star, I'd put a wooden star there, and that would be super cute.
Everybody uses those magnetic dishes from Harbor Freight.
Yes, those things are amazing.
And the creeper, the creeper that I got from there was it's got magnetic trays in it, which is so cool. Because then I can set my sockets up right. Main camera.
Yeah.
You got it.
How stinking cute is that?
Can't see the 76 because of the flag. There you go.
Let me put this flag over here. There we go.
Did you wax any of it yet?
Not yet. I was just showing them. I think it's cute.
So far, so good. We're looking good. Karen said, so adorable.
I think that's pretty easy, and it's just scrap wood. Just scraps. Just whatever is out in the carport. Which I do have a pretty decent stash of
scrap wood.
Scrap wood right now, because we're working on the craft stuff. So
it was 370 cuts that I made.
Yeah.
To do all the stuff for Craft Acropolis. 370 cuts, that's a lot.
So this doesn't need waxing because it is just cloth and that kind of stuff. So this is the wax that we've been working on, and I like it a lot. I'm just using a wax brush, and it's really creamy, and you can tell where you put it at. And it does go, it goes a good way.
You wax 3 pieces of furniture with a 4-ounce container.
A 4-ounce container. And when I say a big piece of furniture, I mean it's a big piece of furniture. And I wax the entire thing. And I've done different colors. So I've used it on black. I've used it on the light colors, on green. I've used it on... I've been testing it on everything. I've let it sit for hours and then come back and buffed it out. And then I've let it sit for a shorter amount of time for these small crafts. I don't usually let the wax sit for a very long time. On furniture, I like to wax it and then take a break and let my hand rest from waxing.
It's a wax, Kat. It's a wax that we've been working on making ourselves because we use so much wax.
Use a lot of wax.
It gets really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we're workshopping it.
I like it. I like how it feels on the furniture. I like how it goes on. Like I said, I've used it on dark furniture and I've used it on light furniture. And like with all wax, you know, it still takes time to cure up and harden all the way.
But it is really creamy.
It's very creamy.
When I was making it, I needed it to be two things: all natural products and food safe. We needed it to be food safe because you never know. Mm-hmm. Some little kid might bite that piece of wood, and the last thing you want is some petroleum distillate product getting in their mouth. Donna said, "Is that a round brush?" It is. It is. That one is actually a DIY arts. I don't recommend if you're going to get one. It's good for waxing.
Yeah,
it's good for that's
sheds.
It sheds really bad.
It sheds, and that's why it turned into a wax brush, and that's why I just kind of use it. The Dixie Belle's Best Dang brush. That's really my favorite wax brush, but because I was not, we were testing out this wax, I wanted a brush that had not been used on wax, period, so it didn't have nothing on it. So, which I've used DIY arts brushes before, they just shed, and this one has not failed me in the shedding area either. It sheds.
You know what? If any of y'all ever seen the video where I did that suitcase, I used a DIY art brush in that video, and you can clearly see that it shedded really bad. So I had to switch to a Dixie Belle brush.
Mm-hmm. It's a shudder, but for waxing it's fine because it's not sticking. It's just wax. But I wanted a brush that had not been used on wax or anything like that. So that's where this one came into play.
But usually we use the Best Dang brush.
My Best Dang wax brush. The Best Dang brush is my favorite wax brush.
And you can even saw the handle off on it and round it out a little bit, and you'll have a palm brush if you like those better. Some people like palm brushes better. Kat said, "Nice. Hit us up in the Bearded Viking Woodworks community when you have it perfected." Will do. Because that is one thing this is the 5th generation of that product that we've got right now.
And it feels good on your hands afterwards.
It does. It does. It feels good on your hands.
Because it's always going to be on my hands, but it really does feel good on your hands.
And it smells good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't stink.
It doesn't stink. I like it so far.
All right, let me switch you to main camera. There you go. So that's all of our projects for today. I think that looks good. You did a really great job.
I like it. It's cute.
And being since it's been 2 weeks since we went live last, I don't think we're as rusty as I thought we would be.
I think I managed it okay.
Yeah, you did really good.
I think so. Yeah. So yeah, a little 4th of July. I love the stripes that comes with the number. I can see using that for a lot of different stuff, especially if you like that primitive, that kind of look. I think it's going to work out really good.
Yeah, I like it a lot too.
And the foam rollers work perfect for applying the paint to the stamps. So that worked out really good too.
Cat's piece says, "Lovely. Little Treasure by Nancy gave you 3 hearts. Karen said, "Looks great." Tracy said, "Very nice. I would love to do something like that."
Yeah, it's fun. It's cute, cute, cute.
Susie said, good job. Those are excellent ideas. Karen said, happy Father's Day, Rodney. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that.
Rodney. Yeah, yeah. Well, we hope you guys have a great weekend. We'll be at the store Saturday.
Donna's got a question. So after putting on the wax and wiping, do you do anything else to it?
Nope, that's it. That's all I do.
Wipe it on and wipe it off.
Especially on the small things, that's all I do. On furniture,
she'll let it cure.
I let it cure because it's like until it's all the way hard, no matter what wax you use, until it's all the way cured and hard, you're going to see like smudges. And that drives me insane.
Fingerprints. Fingerprints are your enemy on furniture.
I buff with the microfiber, and I also like to use just old white T-shirts that don't have anything, that's not wearable or whatever, and I just like buff it. So that's why this one piece of furniture, the black piece, is here. Because I need that wax to harden up some more, so that way when people go and touch it and stuff like that, it's not going to do the smudges and then drive me insane. Because
dark black, dark blue, dark brown furniture all show fingerprint smudges in wax like nobody's business.
And it doesn't matter which wax. I've used a lot of different waxes. It doesn't matter which wax until it's all the way cured. That's it.
Yeah.
But now for these kind of things, I just put the wax on and then wipe it off. It is really fine to me. I mean, it's not going to get in any water or anything like that. It's going to dust up fine, dust off easily with that.
Yeah, and it'll cure on its own.
With furniture pieces, if you seal up your chalk paint with wax, say in a couple of years, it wouldn't hurt you to apply another coat of wax to it because it's just going to wear.
Barb said, how long do you cure wax?
The Dixie Belle tells you 21 to 28 days.
Yeah.
That's kind of the rule for all waxes.
But we won't take that long as you don't expose it to sunlight.
That's the biggest thing, and especially when you have it in a climate controlled room, like the furniture's in your room and that kind of stuff. You can. I've moved this one piece of furniture all over the house, just moving it out of the way for this and that. Like my paint on it is good. My paint on it is solid. It's hard, and the wax on it is good. But you can still sometimes see finger smudges on it when you go and you're touching and moving everything and opening up the drawers and that kind of stuff. But I just wipe it back down. Yeah,
usually we let it sit here for like 3 or 4 days, then we take it into the store.
Then I'll take it into the store.
Because then you don't have to worry about it as much.
Who has 28 days to let a piece of furniture sit and not touch it and not do anything with it?
Yeah, like Kat's said right here, keep it out of the wood shop.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
because it'll. The great thing about wax too is like when my hands were dirty that day. And I grabbed that piece of white furniture out.
And then it buffs it. Yeah.
She was able to get all that grease from my hands being dirty from where I toted something metal in. Because if you handle unfinished metal, it's always got an oil on it. And I didn't think about it. I thought, I'll just wipe it off on my pants and be good. And then I grabbed the white dresser. And it wasn't good.
But you can get it back out.
I thought I was in trouble big time.
This wax, I will say too, that I used it on that green piece of furniture, and then I used Dixie Belle's brown wax on top of this clear wax, and it worked out perfectly fine too. And then it, a couple of days of it sitting here, and it was fine, and I took it straight onto the shop.
Right.
So
that's the next thing that she's going to push me to is the
getting me some colored wax.
Some colored wax.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Yeah,
the clear wax is the main thing though, because we go through a lot of clear wax.
Yes.
So the longer you can, when you're doing furniture, once you buff your piece of furniture that has the wax on it, if you can just set it to the side and not, do hands on and let it just, harden up, it'll be fine. You got to get the excess off. And that's why I always go with a white T-shirt or a microfiber cloth after a couple of days and then rebuff it again, because if the paint is what absorbs your wax. It seals your wax up and it absorbs it. Once it absorbs it, that's it. Anything left is excess. So you just buff it off. And I think that's the majority of where the fingerprints come from, because you got to buff off completely the excess. And I like to use white T-shirts and microfiber cloths for that. And another thing is like I have so many microfiber cloths that the wax is probably always on them. So it's like buffing, but I'm still, with the cloth or whatever. And then another good thing about wax is that it is you can wash those towels. Don't be afraid to wash those towels. I've always thrown mine in the washer.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I don't put them in with clothes and stuff like that.
No, and you're going to want to wash them with hot water.
Yeah, I throw mine in. I do a load. I use vinegar and I use hot water, and I just wash them regular.
That way it doesn't clog your pipes.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Donna says she's got a small nightstand. She wants to use rub-on transfers. Do you recommend using wax or no? We haven't tested this on. We haven't tested ours
I have not tested this one
on
with
rub-ons,
it, but I've
we've had bad luck with.
I've seen, and I think that was that transfer. To be honest with you, because
we've had bad luck with transfers and wax though.
That line of transfers.
Okay.
That line of transfers. And I fully believe that it was that line of transfers, and that's why we quit and we don't do those anymore.
Oh, we'll have to test. We'll have to test it on the transfer and see what we get.
For sure.
Because that's a great question. That's something that we need to know beforehand.
Yeah.
Is whether or not it'll. I don't think it should.
I don't think it should be a problem either. Once your transfer's on, it's on. So I don't think it should be a problem at all. I think that what you're thinking about I think it was that line of transfers. I think it was that one.
Oh, and it's a soy wax based product. And soy wax has to have binders.
I'll definitely have to see. I'll have to try that out. Yeah.
Cat's Piece says, definitely love microfiber cloths.
Yes, absolutely.
And Lisa G said, hello. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
All right, I guess that's all we got for you guys today. You got anything else you want to add, Missy?
I think that's it.
We'll be live again next Friday, but the week after that is Craft Acropolis.
Right.
We will not be going live at all. We won't even be posting any videos during that week because we'll be
Craft Acropolis.
at Craft Acropolis.
That's right, Craft Acropolis. So, but you can, we'll be at the store this weekend. We'll see y'all next week, and then it's Craft Acropolis, and then we'll be back in July. And if you like Christmas in July, then you might want to hang out with me.
Yeah, that's what she's going to be doing.
That's what I'm kind of working for in July is Christmas stuff.
Right.
Yep. And then I want to switch over to do some fall stuff because I got some cute fall stuff too.
She loves fall.
So fall and Christmas is coming up, right? Because we're almost to the 6 month mark. We're halfway there.
Yeah, July.
Yeah, July
is coming.
We're halfway there. Yeah. So, all right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. We appreciate y'all always.
Yep. Nancy's doing Christmas in July, too.
Yes. Smart Nancy. It's fun. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next Friday, 11 a.m.
Bye, guys.
Y'all.